out into the wind, we know it's coming from this side, right, from our left, and that'll keep the wing on the ground. So if the wind comes from our quartering left side, then as it goes over the wing, since the ailerons are up, it's going to force the wing to stay down, and it'll keep us on the ground.
Okay.
So it's trying to help getting us from like wobbling over, getting flipped over.
Okay. All right. Where are we at here? Pre-taxi transponder 1200. ADC wants to obtain Colsman window set radios 3.0. Yep. GPS. You already set it for
Monroe.
Monroe. Okay, good to go. Landing light on.
Oh, and then you missed the Colsman window. That's the altimeter setting.
Okay.
So let's set that.
Oh. Let's see here. Here?
Yep. Field elevation.
Right here. We're gonna test these brakes. All right. And we're gonna go over here and run up.
Okay. And which runway are we taking off today?
22.
22. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Let go of the, yeah, there you go, the thumb. Okay. And then you can do a run up here or down there, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, we'll do it down there.
Okay.
Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, back taxi to runway 22. Goose Creek. Left clear right.
Alright. And then when we're taxiing, right now we have a tailwind.
Yeah.
So if it's coming from behind you, you want to lower the aileron on the side that's coming.
Ah.
So if you look at the side, the right side, the aileron's down, right? So it'll keep the wing on the ground.
Okay.
So if it's a tailwind, we're going to do it the opposite way, aileron into the opposite side. And
I probably
it's
need to
slightly
review that in the book
side.
again, because I do remember going over that in class, but...
Yeah. Like for me, just getting the concept in my head was so hard until I actually looked at the wing, what the aileron's doing, and like visualize what's going on. So we want to keep the wing on the ground. So if the wind's coming from this way, if we do the other way around, if we get the ailerons up on this side, it could lift the wing, right? That's why I want to have it this way. Oh, it's hot. I need to get some air. I opened the air vents all the way, but it's not really doing anything on the ground. Alright, let's come to a stop. Oh, yeah, you get it. Alright, so look outside for a moment. So right now the winds are coming from our right side, right? And if you look at the aileron, if we do this, it's going to push the wing down.
Yeah, it's coming up over it, so it'll
push it down. If we do the other way around, it's going to push the wing up, right?
It's going to lift it.
And then look at the tail for a moment, on your left side. So right now, we have the yoke all the way forward, and we have the tail coming down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to keep the tail, the stabilizer, on the ground. Whereas if I pull back, it's going to try to lift the tail up, right? Because we're getting wind from the back.
Okay. Yeah.
So if the stabilizer's like this, it'll try to go over it and keep it on the ground.
Right.
If it's up, it'll try to push it up.
That makes
sense. It'll try to lift the tail.
That makes sense.
Now, when it's happening the other way, when the winds are coming from the front, if it's coming from the left side, if we do this, it'll come over and hit the aileron pointing up, and it'll keep the left wing down on the ground.
Right.
Right. And then on the other way, we want to have a little bit of back pressure, so that will keep the nose a little bit light.
All right.
Yeah.
I have to suture that together in my brain housing group.
Yeah, just like look at it and kind of image it. That's going to be the easiest way for you to figure it out. If you're more of a hands-on type of person, which I'm starting to feel that you are.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
From other flights have been doing. I know they like procedures, but this is not a procedure.
The theory helps. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
The doing actually.
To understand the theory.
Right.
It really helps to see what it looks like outside and kind of image where the winds are coming from.
And we pretty much essentially already checked the flight controls.
Yeah, you could check it again. Before I run up.
See that?
Yeah, I've just been playing around with it to show you the wind correction there.
Okay.
And then we'll keep it down, right? Because right now we're getting a wind from behind us.
Right. Okay, primer in and locked, mixture full and rich. Okay, we're going to take throttle to 2,000.
Okay.
Oil pressure in the green.
Okay.
Oil temp is up. Good. Fuel pressure's in the green.
Yep.
Temps of ultra positive. No vacuum. Mags, we're going to go ahead and test. We're going to go to right first.
All right.
And we dropped a little. I'm going to try that one again. Okay, about 100.
Okay.
Going back full. And we're going to go to the left. All right, good. Let's see here. Vacuum means carb heat. I'm going to go ahead and pull the carb heat on. About 100. Oh, we're going to pull the carb heat and pull the throttle idle, right?
Yep. Looks like they turned everything on last time.
Oops.
Okay. All the way to idle. It should get a little sticky at the end. There you go. Perfect.
And we're still running.
Oops. There you go. It wants to.
Okay, and take the throttle back to 1,000.
Okay.
Okay. We're in and locked. Fuel pump on. Lights, we got everything.
So fuel pump. Nav lights we don't need.
Again?
Yeah, we don't need the nav lights, right?
Oh, okay.
And then we want the landing lights, which you already have.
Okay, good. We're not going to use carb heat. We're going to go ahead and turn that off.
Okay. Nice catch.
Make sure we're going to keep full. Make sure we still have at neutral.
Okay.
Flaps, we're going to go ahead up to 2. All right. I think we're ready.
Okay. If you can hold the yoke for me, I'm going to get the door, so push it forward. Yep. All right.
Okay.
And I'll be with you on the controls, so if it doesn't feel comfortable, just let me know. Just say you have controls and I'll take over, all right? And we're going to be looking at the windsock as we roll down the runway today. Alright, it looks clear behind. Alright, so we know the wind direction shifting ever so slightly, about 20 to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So we're going to look at the windsock, the one at the lounge. And every time it shifts, we're going to put the aileron slightly into the direction. So right now it's pretty much straight. It's coming a little bit from the right, so it's going to be like this. Now it's coming back a little bit straight, a little bit more to the right. So we're just going to match the aileron with the winds.
Okay.
Since it's right ahead of us, it's the perfect spot to use it.
Barely seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going this way. We're going here.
Yep. So right now it's going to be a little bit this way. Right. So whichever way the winds are coming from, wind correction, we're going to put the ailerons into the wind.
All right. So if it's blowing this way, we're turning.
Yep. If it's coming from your right side, aileron to the right.
And still plenty of right rudder.
Exactly. And then once you're off the ground, then you can slowly neutralize those controls.
Okay.
If you get pushed by the wind, whichever way you're getting pushed from, you're going to give it a little bit of aileron.
Right. Okay.
But that's going to help from flipping the plane over.
Okay.
Now, in a single engine, it's very unlikely, but once you start flying high-performance aircraft, multi-engine, it's going to be even more crucial. So just the basics of any kind of plane you can fly.
Okay.
Aileron into the wind.
All right.
Did you make a call?
Did you go? Oh, I did not.
Yeah, let's make that call.
Okay. Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, departing runway 22, Goose Creek.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, go for it.
Looks good. Okay.
Right?
Speed alive.
A little bit more right rudder here, right rudder. There we go. Now a little bit of left aileron correction here. And let's rotate. Nice and gentle, nice and gentle. There we go, pitch for 65. A little bit of left aileron here, just a little bit. There we go, let's pitch for 65. A little bit more back pressure. There we go. Whoop.
Wow.
There we go.
That's a gust.
Good. A little more back pressure, please. We're a little close to the winds, the tree line here. And let's climb out at VX for a little bit more, just to get us a little bit more altitude. There we go, you got it. So we got a little bit bumped here. And then at Goose Creek, once you pop over the trees, you start getting, sometimes you get a little bit of wind shear. Alright, so we'll clear the trees, go ahead and get your flaps.
Down to 1.
I think we can start pitching for VY here.
Okay. And we're going to take that last flap out.
Okay. Nice and gentle. Alright, give it a little bit of trim. It looks like you're struggling with the pressure on the yoke. Alright, so Monroe's pattern altitude is 1700. Oops, wrong one. And let's let Goose Creek know we're departing to the south.
Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, departing to the south. Goose Creek.
Okay, so we'll switch to Monroe. And let's
1227.
Yep, I already have it in there for you. Let's switch over and we'll get the weather. It's like riding a bull.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Wait, where's the switch button again? Oh, we just hit it.
Now let's level off here.
Oh, got 1800. We're going to come down.
Yep,
324.
So on a day like this, on a turbulent day, the faster you go, the more bumps around you're going to get. The slower you go, the less you're going to be tossed around. You just don't want to go, anywhere close to stall speed, of course. But just slowing down a little bit would really smooth out that flight. So like even when you're flying the pattern, if you come in a little bit slower on the downwind, it'll help stabilize the plane before you actually start coming down. All right, so let's get the weather.
Okay, we're at 2,000. I need to get down.
A little too much power there.
Okay,
so COM 2.
COM 2.
We have Monroe's frequency. So let's monitor COM 2 on the audio panel up
right.
here.
So, right here.
Yep.
20 at 15, peak gusts 29er. Visibility 10. Sky condition broken 3,600. Temperature 24 Celsius. Dew point 16 Celsius. Altimeter 300.
Whoa!
Remarks. Density altitude 1,800. Charlotte Monroe Executive Airport. Automated weather observation 1728 Zulu. Wind 230 at 19er. Peak gusts 30.
23019.
10.
Okay, so the winds were 19er and 30, right?
Yeah.
So the difference between that is what we call the gust factor. So we're going to add half of that to our approach speed. So instead of coming in at like 62 to 65, we'll come in around 70 knots today.
Okay.
So a little bit faster, and then we're just going to bleed that airspeed off in ground effect.
Okay.
Other than that, everything is the same. If you get pushed a little bit, aileron into the wind, that's going to help keep you stable. And we're getting a little bit low here, so let's climb back to 1700. Yeah, a little bit of back pressure on the yoke. And let's call out to Monroe. We're 2 miles from the north, and we're crossing midfield to join the left downwind, 23.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey. 2 miles north, crossing midfield to join the pattern, runway 23.
Monroe?
Monroe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So if you think this is comfortable on a day like this, go ahead and do your solo. If it doesn't feel comfortable, now you know what kind of winds that you want to be flying in.
Yeah, this will not be a day I'm doing a solo. I guarantee you that.
But like, if you've never experienced it, and you'll be like, hey, the winds aren't that bad. We have, clear skies. I want to go fly. And you pop up by yourself, and you've experienced this. And now you know why I'm not going to let you fly in more than 50 knots of winds.
Yeah. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why I keep my eyes on the weather. All right, and we're going to go ahead and cross.
All right, so let's climb a little bit more, 1,700 feet. So field elevation 700 here. And let's try to cross a little bit on the further side of midfield, just to give you a little bit more space to set up on downwind. Yeah, so when you do your solo, for my students, usually I train them so that they could land it like within 50 knots. And then the gust factor, I'll make it like 5 knots of gust at the most.
All right, here.
Yep, go ahead.
Take that
So we're doing a direct entry. So as you cross the field, you're going to call out crossing midfield at the altitude you're at.
Okay.
And then we're going to turn left once you're at the distance from the runway you want for your downwind. Alright, so let's start leveling the wings a little bit. Alright, so right now, which way are the winds coming from?
Feels like right up to 40, so.
Yep, and you can also see your sensors are saying, yep, winds are coming from your right side.
Okay, we're
Up in the left top corner right here.
Ah, okay, I see it, I see it.
So it's not always the same as the aerodrome, as the airport.
Right.
But, right now it's matching up perfectly with it.
Okay. What was that call again? Crossing midfield.
At 1600.
Okay.
Getting a little low here.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, crossing midfield at 1620.
Now let's start slowing down a little bit. Go ahead and make that left turn. And the landing checklist, so fuel pump landing lights on.
Man,
Let me reach over.
it's hell trying to control this thing in these winds.
You also have a lot of trim in there, so
Yeah, it's the rocking, you know.
yeah, it's left and right. But it looks like you're just pushing the nose down quite a bit here.
I think I got the death grip. I got to stop that.
Yep. Alright, so let's pull that power back to about 1500. Alright, and you're going to call out left downwind.
Okay.
23.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, downwind runway 22.
23.
Or 23, Monroe.
Alright, get your first notch of flaps. Slow down a little bit more. Yep, slow down a little bit more. Alright. And I'm with you on the controls, so don't worry. Alright, go ahead and make that left turn here. That's left base, you're too fast here. So a little bit more pitch up. Let's stay at like 75 here, 75. A little slower, a little slower.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, left base runway 23, Monroe.
Alright, give me a little bit more power since we're a little far out. A little bit more power, there you go. Pitch for about 75 here, 75. Let's get your second notch of flaps. And let's start turning in final.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, turn final, runway 23, Monroe.
Okay. Alright, we're lined up. We're right on the glide slope here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wait for the flaps until we get like right past that quarry.
Yeah.
And then we'll come down to about 70 knots. So we're not gonna go all the way to 62 to 65, we're gonna stay at 70 today. Keeping up a little bit of airspeed, we're on 3 red, so give me a little bit more power here. A little bit more power, keep that nose down. We want that airspeed here. More power, more power. Have a little bit more power, a little bit more power. There we go. Yeah, but just stay here until we come back on 2 white, 2 red. Alright. There you go, start pulling back some power here. A little less power, a little less power. We're a little fast, we're still in flap range. Let's go full power. Not full power, my bad, my bad. Less power, less power. Let's go full flaps.
Alright, full flaps.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whew. Alright, we're going to slow down about 70 knots on this one. And let's go a little less power, about 1500 RPMs. And we'll leave a little bit of power in there. There we go, a little slower, so a little bit more back pressure, a little bit more back pressure. And we're going to hold it in ground effect. A little bit more right rudder, lots of right rudder please, lots of right rudder. And keep it coming down to the runway, and start pulling back, start pulling back, start pulling back. Pull back, there you go. So you can still land, it's pretty smooth. You just have to know to come in a little bit faster.
It's fighting it all the way down, that's the tough part.
That is the hard part.
Okay, we touch and go?
Yep, let's do that. So let's go flap 0. Yeah, you think experienced enough? I feel like one landing might be enough for you today.
Yeah, well, no.
If you want to do another one, go ahead, but I feel like you got the whole experience already. So.
Let's just go ahead and move on to the next thing.
Okay.
All right, 59, 60.
Alright, give me a little bit of right rudder. Yeah, so that's all we're going to do today. Just experience how it feels like.
Okay. Yeah, that was interesting.
So you know what to expect with winds gusting like 25.
Wow.
That one was 19 gusting 29.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not a 777.
Definitely.
I mean, winds just do what they want to do. It's that's interesting though.
But now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we felt a little bit of it the other day,
Yeah.
but not quite.
Yeah, like that was like I would expect you to fly at that. If I teach you to fly.
Yeah.
But something like this, eventually, yeah, like I want you to know how to fly it.
Yeah.
But would I just let you go solo on it? Like, would it make sense for you? Probably not. But if we see winds like that again, that's probably a day we're just going to call it off for the day, you know, take it slow. But you got to experience that at least once to understand and like actually feel what it's like. Alright, so let's make a right turn out here, and we'll head straight back to Goose.
Monroe traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, departing area to the north. Monroe.
Nice. Yeah, just a little bit, you get a little bit more task saturated if you're flying on your own.
Yeah,
it'll be a little bit harder. If you're flying with another safety pilot, just splitting up tasks would really help, because you're really focused on just maintaining the stability of the plane as you come down.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to manage your airspeeds on a day like this. So being able to trim the plane out and coming in a little bit faster, what that's going to do is when you lose that 10 knots of gust, if you come down from 70 knots to 60 knots, it's still manageable. Whereas if you're already doing like 62 knots, you lose 10 knots, that's 52, right? You almost have that speed where we practice slow flight, which is getting really close to that stall speed. So that's the reason why we add half of that gust factor to our speed when we come into land on a day like this.
Man, that's some work.
Yeah. Gonna make you work for it.
That is some work trying to just make, I mean, look, it's throwing me around here and I'm like trying to react.
Yeah. So right now you're doing like 110. If you slow down a little bit here, it's gonna be a lot smoother and easier to control. But if you ever do end up in winds like this, just slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll take you a little extra time, but it'll be a lot smoother and easier to control.
Wow.
As you fly back. And then I'll take the landing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, yes you will. Yes you will.
I think it's a little aggressive for me to talk you through it on a short field.
That is nuts. It's good to experience, but man, that's freaky.
Definitely. You're getting a little low here, so give me a little bit of back pressure. You're coming in a little fast here. Like you could go under 90 knots and it'll be a lot smoother if we're just heading back to goose here. Also, the higher we get, usually it's a little bit smoother. And you're a little low here, so let's climb back to 1600. A little bit more back pressure. Let's climb actually. Let's actually climb. So like 5 to 10 pitch up. And just loosen that grip on your hand. Loosen that grip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you want to grip it, get a little bit stressed out. Switch over to goose, and I'm going to check the winds real quick.
Altimeter 3000. Remarks. Density altitude 1,800.
A little bit to the right.
Charlotte and
I see her.
Yep, you see the field?
Yeah.
And give me a little bit more space here as you can there.
Zulu. Wind 200 at 12. Peak gusts 27.
Alright,
Wow.
and let's give Goose a call.
Hey.
We're joining left downwind 22.
Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, joining left downwind 22, Goose Creek.
Alright, fuel pump, landing lights, make sure brakes are at
Wow,
controls.
your controls.
Alright, so let's slow down the plane a little bit. Let's try to smooth it out.
Wow, man. That's a wake-up call.
Yeah. And once I slow down a little bit, don't you feel it's a little bit smoother now?
Yeah.
You still get bumped,
Yeah,
but you're
just a
still
little
feeling
bit,
that
yeah.
turbulence?
Feel some, but
Yeah.
not as violent as it was at 111.
So we're a little close. I'm going to fly outwards a little bit, give her some space, and I'll start pulling back some power. You have to get in the radio calls for me?
Okay.
Thank you.
Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, turning base, runway 22, Goose Creek.
Okay. Actually, I'm not going to turn base just yet.
Oh.
I'm going to keep my speed up, so I want my nose coming down, a little less power. Okay, and I want a little bit more space on final. So I'm going to come out a little further so I have time to stabilize the plane. There we go. And I'm going to use a lot of trim here to help me out. Now as I turn base, I'm going to get my second notch of flaps. And you're going to notice the airspeed is going to fluctuate.
Yeah.
Since we're going to be catching some gusts. So I'm just trying to keep it a little bit over 70 all the way down until I know I can glide to the field. Then I'll start slowing down a little bit. Right, a little less power. Right, my airspeed just shot up to about 10.
Yeah, just watch that.
And just keeping that nose down. And my airspeed's coming down. So nose down, adding some power so we don't descend too fast here. Right, I'm going to start turning final.
Goose Creek traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, final runway 22, Goose Creek.
Okay. Alright. So trying to stabilize it as much as I can, making small corrections on the ailerons. And I'm going to go full flaps. Still trying to maintain about 70. More speed to get me over those trees. I don't want to pull up. Yeah, so I'm pushing the nose down, nose down, nose down, nose down.
Remember that chainsaw?
Oh yeah. Right, and once I clear the trees, I'm gonna go power to idle. Because I want to come in slow enough to slow down. I am coming in a lot faster than usual, so I'm just gonna hold it in ground effect. There we go. Alright, yoke's gonna come all the way back. And there you go.
Okay.
And we're back. So just making a lot of adjustments as you come in.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know that your speed's gonna fluctuate, so you just want to keep it faster than that approach speed you have, so that even if you lose airspeed, you'll still be at a pretty comfortable airspeed.
Plus, you're going into it, so that braking, aerodynamic braking,
Yep.
will actually help you slow you down anyway once you touch down.
And then on a day like this, we want to try to land as short as possible, so that you have that extra space to float the plane and to just bleed off that airspeed when you need it. Goose 3 traffic, Cherokee 33 Whiskey, clear of 22, and we'll back on the ramp. Goose.
I was getting ready to say that for you.
Thank you. I think I just got it a little too early.
No, that's all right. No, you're good. I just put it practice.
Back here.
Wow. That was unsettling.
So, I think it's good that we made it a short flight.
Yeah.
And you got some good experience today.
Yeah, it's good. Again, it's something I think I had to be exposed to, so.
Yeah. I was here anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh,
not
there's
like
no way on earth I'd be doing this without you here today. Not on a day like today. All right.
Okay.
All right, up to landing. Okay, flaps are up. Carb heat is off. Fuel pump, we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. Mixture, I'll lean